If you're new to cryptocurrency, then it can feel very overwhelming to get started. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 9 helpful cryptocurrency websites so that you can stay up to date with the market, find out breaking news as it happens, and then learn about the up-and-coming cryptocurrencies and more. Hey guys, what's going on? If you're new here, my name is Davis and welcome to my channel. I prefer to use these sites as opposed to traditional finance sites such as CNBC, Bloomberg, or the Wall Street Journal because they can be very extreme in their views. It seems like almost every week they announce that either Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is dead. Alright, let's dive right into it. The first site we're going to go over is coinmarketcap.com. We'll go right into it on the laptop here. Alright, here I am at coinmarketcap.com, and let's just start from the top. So as you can see, there's more than 10,000 cryptocurrencies listed on this website. It shows you the total number of exchanges that all these cryptocurrencies are at, and then the current total market cap of all cryptocurrencies, which is currently at 1.4 trillion, and then you see the 24-hour volume, and then you see the dominance of Bitcoin, which is 44% of the total overall market, Ethereum at 18%, and then how much Ethereum gas fees are. So moving down here, this is the main point that everybody uses, which is the top 100 cryptocurrencies. So as you can see, Bitcoin is number 1 at 35,196. If you scroll over to the right, you see the 24-hour price movements at 0.26% down, and then the 7-day price movement down 2%. And then the overall total market cap of Bitcoin, which is $657 billion. And then you see the 24-hour volume and the circulating supply. This site pretty much shows you all the same information for each coin down. So you got Ethereum, then Tether, Binance, Cardano, Dogecoin, XRP, USDC, Polkadot, and Uniswap to round out the top 10. If you wanted to, you can look at all 10,000. So if you wanted to look at even more, you can scroll down here to the bottom and then go on to the next page to see cryptocurrencies from rank 101 all the way up to 200. From here, this is where you're going to see the real gems, the smaller cap coins. So see all these coins are under $600 million. So the price movements of each cryptocurrency is the main focus of this website and probably what most people use it for, but there's also other super helpful places. So the next thing you want to pay attention to is the categories. So it can be super overwhelming trying to look at all 10,000, but CoinMarketCap does a good job of breaking it down into individual categories that each of these cryptocurrencies falls under. So the first one here is DeFi, which is decentralized finance, and then you have NFTs, which is the non-fungible token cryptocurrencies, and then you have the different ecosystems. So you have the Polkadot ecosystem, the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, Solana ecosystem, and then yield farming. I know this is a lot of information to take in, so after this video, just take your time, click through all of these, and then you can see the individual tokens that correspond with each of these categories. So the reason why the categories are super helpful is if you're just looking at the top 100, then you kind of have no idea which category each of these cryptocurrencies falls under. So I'll just quickly go over the DeFi category. So as you can see, Uniswap falls under the DeFi category. This is a decentralized exchange. So just think of like Coinbase, or if you use Webull or Robinhood, but except nobody controls it. There's no big company, it's decentralized. And then you have Chainlink, which is a information-based cryptocurrency that provides outside world data to the individual ecosystems. And then you have Wrap, Bitcoin, DAI. I mean, all of these, there's just so much information for each of them, so just take your time as you're learning. Moving on from DeFi, we'll just quickly go over the NFT cryptocurrencies. So the first one is Theta, Tezos, Chiliz, and Decentraland. All of these cryptocurrencies right here, as you can see, this is ranked 17, 38, 55, 69. All of these have to deal with non-fungible tokens. So if you're looking to invest in the NFT marketplace, you can invest in these individual cryptocurrencies. And then moving on, there's the Polkadot ecosystem. So you have DOT itself, the main cryptocurrency for this ecosystem, Chainlink, which supports Polkadot, Kusama, which is the testnet, and then so on and so forth. And then if you're moving on to Binance Smart Chain, you have the BNB, which is the Binance coin, Binance USD, PancakeSwap, which is the Uniswap equivalent. I know, again, this is a ton of information to take in, but as you're learning, just think of each cryptocurrency and ask yourself, which category does this fall under? So we just went over the top 100 cryptocurrencies and then the individual categories. So you can slowly start to see and get more familiar with the total cryptocurrency market. The next feature you want to look at is the watch list. So as you're trying to build and watch different cryptocurrencies, then you can add them on to this watch list and then track their performance over time just to see how things are going. And the next and probably the best feature that I like from CoinMarketCap.com is the portfolio feature. So you're going to be able to track all of your cryptocurrency like manually, so you'll see all the price changes, how much profit and loss you have, because once you start getting into investing in cryptocurrencies, say you'll probably start off at like Coinbase or maybe BlockFi, and then eventually you want to get into other altcoins or smaller cryptocurrencies, and you'll have Binance, Kraken, so on and so forth. So an easy way to keep track of all of your cryptocurrency across multiple exchanges is to use something like this crypto portfolio tracker at CoinMarketCap.com. So the cool thing about the watch list and the portfolio is it's completely free. You don't need to pay a single dime. The only downside is you have to manually add things to your watch list and then add your individual transactions. So let's move on to the next thing, which I found really helpful. I actually didn't find out about this until many years after using CoinMarketCap.com, because basically all I originally came here for was to track the individual price movements. But if you actually go, there's a learn section, and you can find out way more details about all these individual cryptocurrencies. So they have this coinmarketcap.com/Alexandria. You can have crypto basics, how-to guides, tech deep dives, market musings, and then they also have blogs on the latest updates that they write about. But the most helpful one that I found was the tech deep dives, because then you can see like things like XRP history, parachains explained, because there's a lot of technical aspects. So if you want to find out the specific details of why you're investing in these individual cryptocurrencies, what technologies that they're trying to implement and problems you're trying to solve, this is probably one of the best places to go. All right, the last section that I want to go over on CoinMarketCap.com is the calendars. So with cryptocurrency, everything's moving at light speed, and there's a lot of different events coming up with major upgrades, testnet upgrades, and things like that. So you want to go here from the homepage, calendars, and then the events calendar. So as you can see, the CoinMarketCap.com calendar shows you major events from today. You can click on the individual dates to see what major events are happening that day. You got events tomorrow, trending events, and then significant events. So the main things that you want to pay attention to is things like testnet upgrades or mainnet releases and things like that. So with cryptocurrency, there's no like earnings release, or there's no conference calls for, shareholders and things like that. So this is going to be the best place for you to see direct updates, either from the development teams or major updates, or if they have a major conference coming up, this is the place that you're going to want to go. All right, so CoinMarketCap.com is a fantastic website to use. So the second site is going to see very similar, but there's one major thing that you're going to want to pay attention to, and the reason why you're going to want to use this site. Let's dive right into the next site, CoinGecko.com. Here I am at CoinGecko.com. As you can see, it's pretty similar except for some subtle color changes. So starting from the top again, there's 7,891 coins here, 475 exchanges. The market cap again, 1.5 trillion, so it adjusted within the few minutes I recorded the previous clip in this one. 24-hour volume, Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum dominance, and then the Ethereum gas fees. And then moving down, pretty much the same exact layout. You have the coins, you have number one Bitcoin, the current price, the 1 hour change, 24-hour change, 7-day change, the volume, and the market cap. Basically exactly the same thing. And then here you also have the top 100 again. It's going down to the bottom, and then go to the later pages for the later ranked cryptocurrencies. And then a thing that they implemented pretty recently, or this was new to me, is the categories, very similar to CoinMarketCap.com. You have stable coins, exchange-based tokens, decentralized finance or DeFi, the Binance Smart Chain ecosystems, and so on and so forth. So going back to the big difference between CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap is that CoinGecko will actually list up and coming and very, very new cryptocurrencies. So if you're looking into a new project or maybe even a meme coin, most likely you're going to be able to find it on CoinGecko.com. When I was starting out looking into different meme coins, I tried to look on CoinMarketCap.com, but a lot of them weren't on there. But CoinGecko usually will have them first, and then CoinMarketCap will add them on later. So moving on, CoinGecko also has a portfolio section, and then you can do a watch list. So if you click on these stars and create an account, you just create a free account, and then you can again track all your individual transactions across the exchanges or wherever you're doing your cryptocurrency investing. And back to the homepage on CoinGecko, there's also a resources section. You can do earning crypto, yield farming, and then they also have an educational section. All right, and the last two sections that I want to go over for CoinGecko.com is their resources section. So you can go to earn crypto. So with cryptocurrencies, you can passively earn interest on various cryptocurrencies. So here they list the APR on various different platforms. And then also another great place that you can go is their publications. They also have a crypto report every quarter, a newsletter, a podcast, and then a blog. And then one thing that I want to highlight is their book, How to DeFi. So if you're new to the DeFi world or decentralized finance, this is a great book for you to read so you can get a high-level overview of the decentralized exchanges, the insurance, the lottery systems, and all these other crazy things that's happening in the DeFi world. I'll list a link of that book down below. So the first two websites are a great way to stay up to date with the price movements in the market. However, the next two sites will give you the latest and greatest on breaking news on the cryptocurrency markets. Let's dive right into the first one, which is CoinDesk.com. So here I am at CoinDesk.com. This is probably my favorite website to go to for the latest updates and breaking news on the cryptocurrency market. So this site, you can get individual articles on what's happening within the market, and then they also have a learning section where you have Bitcoin 101 guides, you have a Blockchain 101, Ethereum 101, and other really helpful guides. And then two things that I want to point out is that they also have individual videos from their team and then podcasts. So much going on in the cryptocurrency world. This is a fantastic resource for you to stay up to date with the cryptocurrency happenings. However, let's move on to the fourth website, which is another favorite of mine, which is Cointelegraph.com. So Cointelegraph.com is going to have other stories that CoinDesk may not have. I typically go check both of them to see just what's going on. However, one thing that I like about Cointelegraph.com more than CoinDesk.com is they have individual experts that write pretty much opinion pieces, or they have, say price predictions or price analysis, or right here, forecasting Bitcoin price using quantitative models. There's going to be more of those kind of articles here. Cointelegraph.com also has a learning section. Go to Cryptopedia. You have Cryptocurrency Explained, Bitcoin 101, Ethereum 101, and so on and so forth. Both websites used in conjunction will help you stay up to date with the cryptocurrency markets. So the first four websites are very helpful. However, the fifth one is unique and a very valuable resource. It's coinmarketcal.com. All right, so here I am at coinmarketcal.com, not to be confused with coinmarketcap.com. So I know what you're thinking. I already showed you a calendar from coinmarketcap.com. However, this website is going to be way more granular. There's going to be way more details and individual coins that are on here that are not on there. This is the original site of where all the cryptocurrencies will update their events and add it here. So with coinmarketcal.com, you can do individual searches for the coins. You can break it down by exchanges, the categories. With coinmarketcap.com calendar, you couldn't do any of the searches. You just kind of see what's there for you. And then here you can break it down by the testnet releases, mainnet releases, promotions, new releases. It has a way more robust calendar. So the first websites that we went over are going to help you stay up to date with the markets and then figure out what's going on in this fast-paced industry. However, the next resource that I'm going to share with you is Binance Academy. This site is going to share you very specific details on the individual cryptocurrencies. So you're going to be able to use all the learning sections from the previous sites in conjunction with Binance Academy to give you a deeper level understanding of all these cryptocurrencies. So here I am at academy.binance.com. So this is probably my favorite website to go to learn about cryptocurrencies. So if you're ever listening to a podcast, watching a YouTube video, and they mention a term or a technical thing that you don't understand, this is probably the first place that I would go to. For example, if you watch a video and there's like talking about the Ethereum London hard fork, well, here you go. There's an article with a deep dive for you to get an overview. They have great topics breakdown. You can go here. You can get articles and learnings on Binance, Bitcoin, blockchain, consensus, cryptography, DeFi, economics, essentials, Ethereum, history, mining, privacy, security, and so much more. All these articles are really well written and they make it really easy to understand these super technical things. So Bitcoin and Ethereum typically dominate the news cycles, but there's one section or sector of the cryptocurrency market that you should definitely put on your radar that I briefly mentioned earlier, which is DeFi or decentralized finance. The next two websites that I'm going to use are going to revolve around the DeFi world. All right, so here I am at the first website, which is DeFiPulse.com. This website gives you a high-level overview of what's going on in the DeFi world. So as you can see here, it shows you the total value locked, which is $56 billion. So if you still think that cryptocurrency is a scam or a Ponzi scheme, this website is hard proof that billions of dollars will actually be put to work within the cryptocurrency world. So if you look at this chart here, this is the total value locked in USD for DeFi. So over time, in 2017, there was only 4 million locked. In 2018, there was 143 million at this point in time. 2019, 407 million. 2020, 680 million. So as you can see, things are moving parabolic. And recently here you can see in May, there was over $80 billion locked in. As of right now, it's $56 billion of cryptocurrency being put to work. And if you're new to cryptocurrency, this might seem completely irrelevant, but as you learn and you start diving into DeFi, I just want you to know that this website exists. So if you scroll down, you're able to see the total value locked in all of these different systems. You got Aave, Maker, Curve, Compound, Uniswap. They got billions of dollars locked into their respective ecosystems. So how this is useful for you is that once you start getting into DeFi and then earning interest on your either cryptocurrency or your dollars, you're going to want to see which ones have the most total value locked, because that's going to tell you like how many people are actually using it. So Aave, Maker, Curve, Compound, and Uniswap, these are basically blue chips, meaning these are the most trusted platforms because they have billions of dollars and probably thousands and thousands of users. All right, let's move on from DeFiPulse.com and go to the next DeFi website, which is DeFiRate.com. So this is a trusted resource for all things DeFi. So the one things that I want you to pay attention to is the rates that you can earn on your cryptocurrency. So as you can see here, you can earn freaking 10% on your USDC, which is a stable coin. A stable coin is something that is cryptocurrency that's pegged to something. In this case, USDC is pegged to the US dollar. So you can basically take your dollars, turn it into USDC, and then put it onto these platforms, for example, Nexo, and earn 10% APR, Celsius 8.8% APR, and then you can have different cryptocurrency lending rates. So how much you can earn on Bitcoin, 3.5% to 6%. You can earn 0.15% all the way up to 10% on USDC, 0.14% up to 6% on your ETH. And then let's go up to the top. You can see lending rates. So you can get rates on how much you're lending out, either your cryptocurrency or your stable coins, what major platforms they're on. This is a combination of either decentralized finance platforms, which is Compound, Aave, DYDX. I'm not sure what Fulcrum is, but from here on, these are all centralized finance, meaning there's a company behind them, there's a team behind them that's public. One that I personally use is BlockFi, where I get 8.6% APY on my USDC. So what I do is I take my dollars from my savings, deposit into BlockFi, and currently I'm projected to get more than $1,200. I'll link a link down below for BlockFi, where if you sign up, you can get up to $250 in free Bitcoin. I actually recently got my $150 in free Bitcoin from joining just a few months ago. Yeah, with these two websites, especially DeFi Rate, you can actually start getting involved, earning yield on your dollars or your cryptocurrencies. This is a really powerful thing because, 4 years ago, these things didn't exist. And if a bear market hits, then you can at least earn yield on your dollars, earn yield on your cryptocurrencies. Like right now, high yield interest rates are like 0.50%, meaning for every $10,000 you put into your bank, you only get like $50 a year. But if you put it into a platform like BlockFi, you get $860 as opposed to just $50. Alright, so for all the platforms that are listed on here, Compound, Aave, DYDX, Fulcrum, BlockFi, Nexo, and so on and so forth, all these are very trusted websites and platforms that people use with billions and billions of dollars. But once you start diving deeper within cryptocurrencies, there's going to be new and up and coming platforms that you're going to consider using because, you're thinking like 10% pretty good, but then you'll see these platforms that'll be like 200%, 1000%. So the next website I'm going to go over is wreck.news. So wreck means getting completely wrecked. So what happens within the cryptocurrency world is right now it's still a new industry, less than 12 years old. A lot of these platforms are going to be 1 year, 2 years old. Some are going to have public teams. A lot of them are going to have completely anonymous teams. Crypto is the wild, wild west. So this website is going to show you all the latest hacks, all the latest rug pulls. Rug pulls meaning, you put your money in a platform and then the anonymous team says like, yep, we're going to support the project. We're going to do X, Y, and Z. And people pump in like millions of dollars expecting, 20, 30, 50% return on their yield. And then the developers just steal all the money and then disappear. That's a rug pull. That's happened to me before with meme coins, but you live, you learn. So if you want to avoid those things, you can go on rec.news. And if you get into more degenerate yield farming or trying to earn yield on your money, then you're going to want to go to this site. So you can see Burger Swap, which is probably a Uniswap clone. They got hacked and they took 7.2 million. Merlin Labs, and then Pancake Bunny. This is something that I almost use, actually use pancakeswap.com. But, just go on here, see what's happening with the different platforms. If you're interested in using a new platform, see if it's on here, see if they got hacked, just to protect yourself. There's a lot of money going on with cryptocurrency. As you can see from DeFi Pulse, there's more than $50 billion locked in. So hacks are possible. People do want to make money, steal money. I mean, it's going to be pretty rare, but you can do your research on Reddit, go on Telegram, Twitter, ask other people like, are you using this platform? Is it trustworthy? And then just avoid getting rug pulled or completely wrecked. All right, so we just went over 9 very helpful cryptocurrency websites so that you can stay up to date with market movements, find out the latest breaking news as it happens, learn more about cryptocurrencies, see what's going on in the DeFi markets and what's going on with major hacks. Let me know down in the comments below if I missed your favorite cryptocurrency sites or there's a website that I should also check out. If you want to think about adding cryptocurrency to your long-term portfolio, check out my video on Bitcoin for beginners, which I'll link up above and then down below. Or if you're interested in earning passive income on your cryptocurrency, check out my video from BlockFi and the major risks that you should consider. I'll also link that down below. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week.